I want to be a valuable player for the squad, and yeah, to win the 20th Scudetto. Yeah, of course, Marco van Basten, who played also here, and yeah, is one of the greatest footballers. Yeah, it's also a beautiful league to play in the Serie A, and yeah, the coach Ronald Koeman called me via FaceTime. I already scored in the Conference League semi-finals. What did you do when you were younger?
And I'm here with Tijjani Reijnders. Now, you just had your debut in preseason against Real Madrid, Rose Bowl Stadium, one of the biggest stadiums in the world. You're tied 2-2, you come in at the 70th minute. What is going through your head?
I couldn't wait to get in the field because yeah, they were my first minutes for this club, and yeah, it was very exciting to start playing.
And you had a chance, you could have scored a goal had it not been for David Alaba's block. What was that moment like?
Yeah, that was a little bummer because yeah, it would have been nice if I scored my first goal in my debut, but I hope I can do it next time.
It'll come soon.
It'll come soon. Yeah.
And now you were playing a little bit ahead of the defensive midfielders. Is this something that you've discussed with Pioli? Has he kind of told you how you're going to be integrated in the team?
Yeah, exactly like that. He wants me to play like the attacking midfielder, the second attacking midfielder, and yeah, I like the position to play there. I've played there in my youth a couple of times, and yeah, now it's time to play there as well here at this club.
And it's a pretty big welcome. You're here, you're in the US, you're doing media, you're playing against these big teams. Have you been able to make some friends yet? Who are you closest with on the team right now?
Now, of course, I have Charles de Ketelaar, who's a Belgian guy, so I can communicate in Dutch with him. That made it very easy for me also, because sometimes I don't understand the Italian conversations. And yeah, like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who also came new. Yeah, I can find it well with those guys.
And in your intro video with Milan, you mentioned that there are a lot of Dutch players that have played in Serie A, that have paved the way for this younger generation and have inspired you. So can you speak to us a little more about this, and is there any player in specific that has had an impact on you?
Yeah, of course, Marco van Basten, who played also here, and yeah, is one of the greatest footballers also in Holland, and yeah, it's an honor for me to play at this club where he made all the glory for himself. So yeah, that is a player who I look up to.
There are a lot of Dutch players in Serie A, the third most foreign players in Serie A with 19. Why do you think there's that strong connection? Do you think it's because of Van Basten? Do you think it's because he's inspired everyone, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's also that like that. Of course, the living in Italy is you can't complain about it. It's not bad, and yeah, it's also a beautiful league to play in the Serie A, and yeah, for myself, it's also a good way to develop myself as a player.
And you spoke to Koopmeiners before coming here. I want to know if you can give us some details on that conversation. Was that sort of an influence that helped you make this decision? Yeah, because
yeah, he told me the good things, of course, about the league. Now, of course, his way of training at Atalanta is, of course, different from here. But what I hear about it was like, yeah, living here is good. You have a good league, and yeah, it's a great choice to make.
Is there anyone else you spoke to from Serie A, perhaps, that also influenced your decision?
No. I only spoke with Koopmeiners. My dad spoke with Jaap Stam, who also played here. And yeah, that's also a great defender he has been. And yeah, he told me also, yeah, playing in Italy will develop you as a player very well.
And family is a big thing for you. Your dad's a former professional footballer, your brother Eliano as well. How is it like, you know, coming from a footballing family, and how big is the competition and the rivalry?
Between my little brother and me, there's not a rivalry. But with my dad, sometimes I'm teasing him like, oh, okay, I already scored in the Conference League semi-finals. What did you do when you were younger, like that? So sometimes we're teasing each other, but that's in a funny way. And yeah, he's very proud of us too.
And what advice has he given you, you know, as you progress in your career?
Yeah, after every game, we have like a call, and yeah, then he tells me, yeah, what I can do better in the field, or what I did well in the field. And yeah, we always have a discussion after a game, and yeah, it helps me a lot.
Are you going to promote Serie A to Eliano? Would you want him to come join you in the league?
Yeah, that would be very nice if we both will play in the Serie A. Yeah, it would be a dream.
And you mentioned the Europa Conference League finals, the semi-finals, sorry, and you played the quarterfinals, you played the entire game, you scored a penalty. I mean, I would love to know what that moment was for you as a young player.
There was, of course, a lot of pressure, and I felt good in the game. And normally, I am not the guy who thinks, okay, I'm gonna take the first, or I'm gonna take a penalty. But yeah, I felt good in the game, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take my consequence and just take the penalty. And luckily, it went in, and we went through to the semi-finals.
And you played against Lazio. This was obviously a few months ago, another Serie A team. At that point, were you already talking to Milan? Did you already kind of know, oh, I could face off against them next season?
No. During the season, I wasn't busy with talking to other clubs, and I was just in the moment. But yeah, of course, when I played against Lazio, I was like, yeah, this is a club in a league where when I have the possibility to go, I want to go. And yeah, this summer came AC Milan, and yeah, it was. I was very happy to hear that, and yeah, now I'm very happy to be here.
And let's talk about national team. So you did receive a call up. Who called you, and what moment was that like for you, for your family?
Yeah, the coach Ronald Koeman called me via FaceTime, and yeah, then he explained to me that I was selected for the group, and yeah, I was very happy. My mom had to cry. Also, when I went to Milan, she had to cry, and yeah, they are all very proud of me, and yeah, I just want to do my best also to make them happy.
And I want to talk to you about AC Milan. I mean, we're here again, like we said, in North America, and there is this big expansion into the US, into Canada. What's it like being here and seeing what the football culture is like in North America?
Yeah, you see it develop the past few years, and yeah, that's a nice thing to see. Also, last game that there were 80,000 people just going to watch a friendly game. Yeah, you won't see that in Holland or somewhere else. So yeah, that's a very good thing, and I hope it will grow more.
And now your fellow teammates are making moves as well from AZ Alkmaar. What do you think happened last season? What was the turning point that now everyone seems to know this team and wants to get in on the talent?
Yeah, of course we did good in the league, but when we got further in the Conference League, we really showed ourselves, and yeah, that's when the bigger clubs also will have a look at those kind of players like us, and yeah, that was a good thing for us.
And let's talk about looking forward with AC Milan. I mean, what do you want to accomplish? Where is it that you envision yourself, your role within the team, and perhaps, you know, what you can achieve?
Yeah, of course, I want to be like a valuable player for the squad, and yeah, to win the 20th Scudetto. That is a big dream for me, and also performing in the Champions League. There are big chances for us to get through.
Amazing. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Welcome to AC Milan, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.